is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Hi there. You are locked and loaded with us for the next 2 hours. So open up the bag of minties, and we're going to have a little competition to see how long we can get the wrapper. Did you used to do that when you were little?
I did. That was like the one road trip game I would play. I didn't like the rest of them. I didn't want to play I Spy. I just wanted to play with the minty wrapper.
How bad is childhood?
Terrible.
Terrible. I couldn't wait for it to be over. Now, I love realestate.com.au. It's like my self-care. It comes second after burning things. And I have found on that website today the best surname ever.
Who? What is it?
Crumble Home. Crumble, Crumble, Holme, Crumble Home. I've never seen it ever before.
I've never heard it either. What's the origin of that name, do we think?
I'm saying English. I feel like it's deeply English.
Crumble Home.
Crumble Home.
I love it. Hey, I also love Baker's Delight like you, Swanee. And next, we are doing the fresh test. This is where we bring in a heap of Baker's Delight products.
Right.
Blindfold Chrissy, and if she guesses each product correctly, one of you win $1,000 cash.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And I'm really glad that I'm hungry.
Baker's Delight bread is baked fresh daily by real bakers. Nothing tastes better than freshly baked bread. Visit your local Baker's Delight today. Chrissy Swan's Fresh Test.
Community service announcement may or may not be on Uber Eats. That's all you need to know about.
Oh, Swanee, you've told us.
Oh, my God. Okay.
You know what Bakers should do? A really cool Uber Eats ad with you starring in it.
Yes, they should.
Because Uber ads are the best, and you love Baker's Delight and Uber Eats, and you're their biggest advocate. You should be on a cool ad for it.
And do you know what the star of the ad would be? Not me.
No.
And not Baker's Delight. The star of the ad would be my trademarked grab-and-go container in the freezer. My kids refer to it. Just this morning, Peg said, I'm just going to go to the grab-and-go. So what I do is I buy the scrolls and the little yummy bites and the pizzas, and then I put them on one shelf of the freezer. I've marked it grab and go. The kids grab it, put it in their lunchbox, and then it is defrosted.
Fantastic
By the time
idea.
lunchtime rolls around. Rebecca, hello.
Hello, Chrissy.
Where are you going? What are you up to?
So I'm heading to an open day for a high school to check out for my son.
Oh, how exciting. It's going to smell like BO and pencil sharpenings.
It's an all-boys school, so I think it will.
Oh, it might also smell like chest hair and hormones then as well.
And Lynx Africa, of course.
Lynx Africa.
Oh, yes, definitely.
All right, Rebecca, this is how it's going to work. In the studio, I have a bag. It's a Baker's Delight bag, and inside are 3 Baker's Delight items. Now, full disclosure, I know my way around this menu, I haven't been tricked yet.
Now, Swanee, you are going to be blindfolded for this, so you start putting on your blindfold.
All right.
Rebecca, you will win $1,000 cash if Chrissy guesses all 3 items correctly. Don't stress, though. If she stuffs one of them up, you'll still get a $100 Baker's Delight gift card. Do you get it?
Get it.
I am
Great.
not going to stuff this up, but just...
You got this.
I can't see anything.
No.
Tommy? Okay.
Product
It's
number
in my
1.
hand. I already know what it is just from the feel. It is the iconic cheese and bacon roll.
1 out of 3 correct, Rebecca.
I mean, it doesn't even need butter. It doesn't.
No way.
It doesn't. No, my son has
doesn't.
it every day for lunch. It's perfect.
Now, this second item Chrissy's about to try, I only tried for the first time today. It is magnificent. It is going in her hand, Beck, and it is about to enter her mouth.
Oh my God, is it one of those savoury bites?
Correct it is, Swanee.
If you
My
haven't
daughter
had
has one of those in her lunchbox today.
which one, barbecue or pizza or what?
Pizza. She's a
Yeah.
pizza girl.
Rebecca, you don't like making a sandwich, do you? You're just slinging your kids Baker's Delight products.
No one.
My kids do not eat the sandwiches at all.
And also, let's face it, no one likes making sandwiches. They suck.
Okay, for $1,000 cash, the third product is about to go into Chrissy Swan's mouth.
I'm going to serenade it first. I'm going to say, you make me so very happy.
Okay, Beck wants her $1,000.
Yes, I want $1,000. Please, please, please.
Oh my God. It's one of those custard scrolls with the coconut on it.
$1,000 cash back.
Oh my goodness, Chrissy, you're amazing.
Oh my God. I mean, you get the $1,000, but I get the scroll.
Totally.
It's fine.
Congratulations, Beck. $1,000 cash on its way to you. You're also in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May. We now have some food to eat.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Need a doctor today? Skip the waiting room. Speak to an Instant Scripts doctor online. Visit instantscripts.com.au. Managing your health made easy with Priceline Pharmacy.
Learn more at priceline.com.au. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I like Kris Jenner. There you go. I said it.
Oh.
I like her.
I know you like Kim and Chloe, but I wasn't sure if you would vibe Kris.
I do. I just feel like she's in the cut and thrust of life.
Yeah.
How old is she?
I think she's 68 now, I'm going to guess.
Okay, she's very young. I thought she was a bit older than that. Not that I care about ages.
Tom's spot. It's kind of embarrassing that's spot on, actually.
You knew.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, I don't know. I'm just having a guess. 68. Her birthday is August the 7th.
November 5.
Is she November 5?
I googled that. Guys, I don't know that. I just googled that. Her name just came up. Don't worry.
Oh my God, her birthday is 2 days after mine.
You two are similar.
Except she spells her name the wrong way.
Oh, true.
K-R-I-S.
No, but it suits them. It'd be weird if she was C.
That is so true. Now, she has sat down with James Corden.
How's he doing?
That's a discussion for a whole other time. I'm surprised she did it.
Do you know why? This is again embarrassing.
Okay,
I know
tell me why.
So James Corden's old executive producer of his late night show, Ben Winston, also produces the Kardashians. So the reason you always see Kylie and Kim and everyone on the James Corden show, even though it's done, was because the EP is the same of both programs.
Can you imagine the emails that flew over Calabasas trying to tie this down? Because I don't reckon she would have wanted to do it.
I don't think so either, Swanee, but she knows it's good for her mate Ben, and there's a new Kardashian season in 9 days.
Yeah, and no one, what is it? No, only the devil works harder than Kris Jenner. Okay, so this is her answer to a very good question by James Corden.
Do you think you'll ever retire?
No.
Why?
Because my mom retired when she was 82, and she talks about her job every single day when we're together.
Right.
And she will say to me, my job kept me young and with purpose. It's finding solutions for things. It's your organizational skills. It's your people skills. It's the love of life. It's presenting yourself to the world a certain way and interacting with the people that you love.
I'm going to go rogue here and ask you a question that you may not know the answer to, even though you've been 5 for 5 so far. What did Kris Jenner's mother do for a living?
I believe MJ had her own candelabra store in San Diego. Tom, can you please fact check this for me? I know that Kris was a flight attendant before she met Bruce.
Yeah.
Or Rob, but I think she had her own store.
Right, so she was... oh my God, you are spot on.
I watched a lot of that show.
Candelabra shop as well.
And San Diego, I always remember because you said it was the most boring place ever.
Oh my God. Can I tell you a story about San Diego? I'll get back to this thing. I was in San Diego. I was so bored. I was screaming.
I remember.
And I got into an Uber and I said, where are the gays? Tell me where the gays are.
Take me to the home.
Yes. And he said, oh, they're over in Northside or something. And I said, Peg, get in the car. We're going where there's some lights.
Chase some rainbows, baby.
And he was absolutely right. It was the best day of my, that I had in San Diego. But back to Kris Jenner. She's never going to retire. No. And I understand that. I never want to stop working. In fairness, does Kris Jenner really work and do I really work? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a very different industry. She's not exactly...
It's fun.
Yeah, she's not at the checkout.
Yeah, and my job is so fun it doesn't feel like work.
Agreed.
And you're
I'm
the same.
Yeah, if I could do this till I die, I'm happy.
We are the sort of people that go, I never want to...
No.
I would be so sad on the day that I don't get to do this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, often in our industry, it's just taken from us with about 24 hours notice, so all good.
You don't get the choice.
And then there's just years of therapy after.
How does retirement sound? Because it's happening right now, Chrissy. But I want to know, have you retired early?
Yeah.
My uncle retired at 40.
What?
I know. And I was much younger, obviously. At the time, I would have been maybe 17 or something, 18. And I thought, oh, well, that's fair. That's old enough.
No.
Now that that I'm 10 years past that, I'm like, what are you going to do with yourself if you retire at 40?
I know, it feels like death should happen at 50 if you're retiring at 40.
Yes, I mean, luckily for you, it didn't. Otherwise, that would have been a very sad end
so
to this
true.
story.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
You know, every time I hear that song, I see in my mind's eye, I had au pairs when my babies were very little, and one of them, Jess, had the most magnificent buzzies, and she would dance around the backyard to that song, and every time I hear it, I'm reminded of her gorgeousness.
It feels like summer, that song.
Yes, you are listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. Yes, we're talking about buzzies, but we're also talking about retiring. Kris Jenner will never retire, and I get it.
Yeah.
I think because if you're lucky enough to be loaded like Kris Jenner, and is it, my problem with this is, does she really work?
I'm going to defend her here. Yes, she does. That job would be so hard. The wheeling and dealing and negotiating of the 7 people she's managing, and then adding public scrutiny, and then adding having to turn up and have cameras in your face every day. I know it sounds like it's just easy, but obviously, as we know,
I would
it's a
rather
job.
that than be on an assembly line making car engines.
Totally. But it's still a different skill.
It is. So her mother hasn't retired.
MJ.
And she's in her 80s. I mean, a professional candelabra seller.
In San Diego.
I mean, could you think of anything more boring? But we're talking about how early you retired. Hello, Bronwyn.
Yeah, hi, Christy.
Now, how old are you now?
I am now 56.
And what happened at 50, Bron?
At 50, I'd done 30 years as a copper. And it sort of caught up with me.
Yes. That would be, I reckon, policing and nursing are 2 of the hardest jobs ever.
Yeah, I loved it. And I'm really glad I had that career. I made a difference. And then I thought, no. Yeah, this retirement's going to be a great gig. And, my mum of 3. So, that's a job in itself. But not being part, that community and having purpose and getting out that front door each day. For 3 years I didn't do it, and I was living that retirement life. But now I've, rejoined the workforce. I'm a driving instructor, and I'm making a difference with all these teenagers, helping them get their
That is
food.
great.
Bronwyn, can I ask, because I'm so interested in people that work in those types of work fields, what's one thing or one weird task or job that you miss not being a police officer? Is it speeding fines, getting people speeding? What's one little job that was kind of fun?
No, I didn't like giving people fines.
Was there anything you enjoyed?
I did. I loved catching people on the spot, breaking into people's houses and actually catching them and making them responsible for what they did, and helping all those victims. So I got a lot out of that.
I think you would be a great driving instructor, much better than me, because I'm a bit of a lead foot. All right, Fiona, hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Your brother retired very early. What did he do with himself?
Yeah, well, afterward, he originally worked over in China, travelling the world, getting students, advertising for students to study abroad. So he was travelling a lot. And, it ended up he came home mid-40s, about 45, had enough, came home. They bought a house over here in Melbourne, and then his wife went back to China to build a restaurant, and he looked after the kids.
But how did he afford things? How do you live?
He was on really, really good money.
And he didn't spend it on rubbish, did he, like me and Jack too?
Also, he could have been doing some other stuff in China.
He could have been doing some other stuff. All right, Abby, let's finish with you. I cannot believe my eyes. How old was your grandfather, your pop, when he retired?
Hey, Chrissy and Jack, how are you?
Hi, Abby.
Good, Abs.
So my pop was 41 when he retired.
What?
He just had some good money in some big organisations, and he was very smart with what he did with his money. He got 10 years out of his life after he retired. He pretty much travelled the world. He went and met a new woman and got married, and then he died at about 51.
My God.
From a cardiac arrest.
I tell you what, lucky he finished working at 41, because otherwise he probably would have still been at work when his heart
did.
gave out.
Totally.
My God.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's talk dating apps.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Side note, I have a new podcast called The Chrissy Cast. You can
Yes.
search for it on the Nova Player or wherever you get your podcasts. And dating apps have come up twice in the last week.
Right.
I'm not on any. I now have no interest in them. But Maria Bamford, who is a very, very famous
Hilarious.
American
Yeah.
comedian. She's touring Australia, by the way. Get your tickets. She met her husband on a dating app and recommends them entirely.
Raya?
No.
Oh,
Just-
like a normal person one.
Yeah. Just a normal.
Wow.
Yeah. Not adult matchmaker.
Yeah.
Adult friend finder back in the day. Anyway, she is a big tick. And I caught up with Po Ling Yao recently and she's like, absolutely not. Never.
Yeah, no, I can't picture Poe on them.
What are you? Where do you stand?
Personally, I'm on Hinge, and I was like paying for Raya, which is like meant to be for people in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
But when you're a gay dude in Australia, let me tell you, it's about Troye Sivan and someone else, and then that's about it. Like, it's not worth paying for.
Oh, really?
So I just use Hinge, but even then, I suck at it. I give up.
I didn't know that. So that's the equivalent of a neighbour's party. you know,
Yeah.
whenever they throw a party on Neighbours on the TV show, there's like 4 people there.
Yes. Spot on.
Cradling a sausage roll. Anyway, the dating app Bumble has copped backlash over new billboards that refer to celibacy. It says, you know full well a vow of celibacy is not the answer, because this is in the zeitgeist, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Craig David has notched up over 2 years. Julia Fox has notched up 18 months, 2
2.5.
years, 2.5, both
Yeah.
of them. And apparently it's the latest thing, but it's bad business for Bumble.
No, I'm all for it. I love the way Bumble positions themselves in market, and like they do these sort of brash, straightforward marketing angles. I like it.
I do too.
Grabs your attention.
And also it's so quick.
Yes.
I love that about
Yeah.
good advertising. is
Agreed.
It's right there, topical. Ellen DeGeneres is returning to Netflix with a new comedy special this year. And I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm actually with you, Swanee. Now that I stop and think about it, I think I'm ready for Ellen again. She's had a little break.
I am too, and she's a very good stand-up.
She is. I mean, her whole production team is still in therapy, but that's okay. Let's give her a stand-up show.
Oh, look, I'm going to support her because I think that she was very miserable and
I get it.
hurt people.
Hurt people.
You know, I just think that TV show dragged on too long and she was too miserable and she should have stopped it early.
Totally.
She's back where she should be.
Guess who's executive producing that one?
Ben Winston.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, I'm just basking. I'm basking in the memory, the quite recent memory. This time an hour ago,
Yeah.
I was stuffing my face full of delicious Baker's Delight things, and I wish that I could have that moment back.
Hey, Swanee, today is one of those great days to work in radio because, as you said, we've had Baker's Delight products.
Yeah.
And then today for lunch, there were 4 and 20 pies, but the cheeseburger ones?
If you don't think that I have taken a box,
got a full box.
to put in my freezer for my
Yes.
kids, bang.
The best.
Very exciting hour coming up for you. Olivia Rodrigo tickets in the bum bag. That's
Yeah.
coming up next. And your chance at $1,000 in Chrissy's base camp.
Oh, yeah, for that Channel 9 show, The Summit.
The Summit. It's good.
It's really good. Make sure you register your details via the Nova Player app if you'd like to play that one.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Do you like bum bags and do you like Olivia Rodrigo? Well, have I got a competition for you.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
That just nearly blew out my eardrums. I don't know what is wrong with my headphones. Abby, hello.
Hi.
Oh, that reminds me. I love the name Abby so much, and it reminds me I've got to call my friend Abby Chatfield.
Oh, I love her.
She's too busy TikToking at the moment, Swanee. Don't worry.
I love her too. Do you know what I love about Abby?
What?
She's just says whatever she bloody likes.
I was going to say she says it like it is.
Yes. She's the best. Are you a bit like her? Are you a bit like your namesake, Abby?
I've been told I'm a little bit too black and white sometimes.
Well, you are similar and I love you too. Hello, Ashley.
Oh, hello.
Are you excited that your name is spelt with 2 E's just like the great Ashley Simpson?
That's all I got growing up. Everyone would say that.
Did you? What was her big song again? It was really good. Surprisingly good. Oh, God, I can't think of it.
Pieces of Me.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes, it's surprisingly good. All right, girls, we have got Olivia Rodrigo tickets in the bum bag today. Best of luck to both of you. Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5 as per usual. Question number 1. What is the name of Olivia's upcoming tour? Ash?
Guts.
It is the Guts tour. Does anyone know why? Do you know why?
Well, it's the name of her album, and her first album was called Sour. This one's called Guts, so she likes one-worded stuff. It's a bit gross.
Guts. I remember one of my uncles called me a guts once when I was about 11.
Between that and what did your grandfather call you?
No, not my grandfather. It was my grandmother's brother who said, "Are you Pat's eldest? Geez, you're a big girl, love."
You're a big girl.
I mean, are you that black and white? Abby, actually, don't answer that. Question number 2.
No, I won't answer.
Question number 2. A photo of which actor was on Sabrina Carpenter's 25th birthday cake? Yes, Ash?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, and why is that? Does anyone know why? Do we know why? Why?
Yes, because she's over 25.
Correct. And there's the there was the Snapchat screenshot he once sent someone saying, "No, don't turn 25. You're so sexy." Because you know how he doesn't get with people over the age.
I know he doesn't. What's your take on that, girls? Ash and Abby, what do you think of Leo and his young ladies?
Well, I'm pretty sure his latest girlfriend actually said, "I didn't realise how rich he was," which is just total bull.
That is total rubbish.
I can't complain because my boyfriend's 10 years younger than me.
Hey,
We love it.
Ashley. All right, question number 3.
This is for the win, Ash.
Can you name this Olivia Rodrigo song?
Abby.
Abby, that was.
Abby?
Driver's license?
Let's all sing it together. 1. And I just can't. Oh,
Oh
no
my
one's
God, I
singing
can't.
apart
I'll let you
from
take
me.
the solo.
No one's singing it apart from me. That's it. Anyway, it's my favourite one. Question number 4. 1 gigabyte is equal to how many megabytes?
Abby.
Yes, Abby?
1,000?
Even Stevens, guys. My God.
Question number 5 is for the win, ladies.
I hope you were listening to Jack earlier because the question is, what was the name of Olivia's first album?
Abby.
Ash.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the judge. Yes! That's Ashley for the win.
Oh my God.
It was very...
Just got in there. Everyone outside is telling us it's you, Ash. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. My niece is going to be so thrilled.
Oh, you are the best auntie ever. Make sure you get a babysitter for your boyfriend.
Olivia Rodrigo brings the Guts World Tour to Australia this October. Public tickets on sale this Thursday. Jump on livenation.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are doing a bit of an early edition of Chrissy's correspondence today because we got one of the greatest messages of all time. Somebody messaged us to say, "Chrissy, I listen to you most days. You were in my dream the other night." Listen to what happened in the dream, Jack. We were at the park pushing Jack on the swing.
How fun!
Now, there is so much that comes to mind here. A, yes, we have been previously known to say things like, nobody cares about your dreams. All right?
True.
But the caveat there is, if it involves us, we're all
Yeah, soz, if we're in them, we want to hear them.
All of a sudden I realised how self-centered and egocentric we are because
Narcissists.
Absolute narcissists, because we absolutely believe nobody wants to hear your dreams. And then suddenly this message comes in and we're all ears.
And I think everyone listening would agree with that, Swanee, because if you are someone in the office and Sharon comes up and goes, "Hey, Steph, I had a dream about you last night," you're all in. The minute you hear your name, you are invested.
And what I love about people popping up in your dreams is quite often you don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like I had a dream once, quite a naughty, saucy dream. They're very alarming, those ones.
They are, and sometimes the people you have them about, it is so crook. I have to Google what it means.
What does it mean? Because I had one about Dicko when I was working. When I was working with him, he came into my dream and we were very compatible. Let's
Yeah,
put it that way.
right.
And then I was working with him at the time and I had to see him again. And I don't feel that way.
I was going to
for him.
say, have you ever had those thoughts or feelings IRL?
No, and that is the greatest mystery of people popping into your dreams for no reason.
Well, know that it is perfectly normal because some people, if you Google about it, have them about their family or friends that they shouldn't be. And it's normal for your brain to do it.
Really?
Even though it's absolutely not normal, it's normal to dream about
Have you
like
ever
that.
had a dream
Yeah,
with
like-
someone random in it?
Yeah, all the time. All the time.
Me?
No, I don't think I've dreamed. No.
Thank God.
We're not about to hook up.
Oh, no, and I really do prefer the image of me pushing you on a swing
Same.
than the alternative. Give us a call.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are the stuff of dreams, apparently, Jack.
Yes, we are.
I think it is such a great honour. I know I've said this before. I think it is such a great honour to be inserted in someone's subconscious.
And we were saying before, Swanee, that people often don't like people talking about their dreams.
I know.
But it's quite fun when you're in people's dreams.
Exactly. That's the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about an amazing journey that you went on
No.
last night, but if, like our beautiful listener, it involved pushing Jack on a swing in a playground, then we want to hear about it. Philip, hello.
Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Jack.
Hey, Phil.
Phil, please, pray tell us how either Jack or I, or both of us, have appeared in your dreams.
Oh, God, this was one of the weirdest dreams of my life. Like, I know you guys, Chrissy, you always talk about baking on the show, and then just one day I had a dream. You were baking me a birthday cake in the shape of a penis.
This is amazing.
Wow.
And what colour was it? I mean, no, that sounds very rude. That sounds very rude because when
Was it blue, pink, yellow?
I was actually thinking, was it chocolate or vanilla? I'm thinking vanilla.
I was trying to save you there.
I'm sorry.
I think it was. I think it was like vanilla, yeah.
Yes, and was Jack there? Was Jack there?
Yeah, Jack was off to the side singing me happy birthday, and the strangest thing, it wasn't even my birthday. It's already passed like long ago.
Phil.
Phil, I love this so much. What do you think happened during the day before you fell asleep and dreamt of us that kind of like buried us like a microchip in your head?
I think you were like talking about Baker's Delight and all that sort of stuff and baking, and then somehow he got there, yeah.
Yes, just like today, Phil.
You are in the draw for Nova's 10K a day thanks to Liberty, Phil. Let's go to Jeffrey Swan.
I want to give Phil something else. Can we?
Of course we can.
I will have a quick look. Let's have a look. I'm going to send you a Wolf Garten Essentials gift pack. And that means that you can have a play around in the garden. You never know what you can dig up, if you know what I'm saying. Jeffrey, what was your weird dream?
So I don't know really how it happened, but I was on a date with Jack, and every time we tried to talk to each other, Chrissy would just pop up and just give us topics to talk about.
Topics of conversation.
But the best part was, though, Chrissy, you had a slow cooker tucked under your arm, and you kept pulling things out as if it was like a bottomless bag.
Oh, this is my favourite
Wow.
dream. This one's going to be hard to beat because I can see this happening, Jeffrey. The only thing that is like unrealistic about it is that Jack doesn't go on dates.
Jeff, what happened after the date? No, I'm kidding. All good next. Let's not do that.
I love it so much. I wonder what sort of conversation starters I was giving.
I know.
So, Jeffrey, why don't you ask Jack about how much his T-shirt cost him?
Swanee, I actually need you on dates, though, because when I go on dates, I have been going on them recently, and I do all the talking in the top. I bring all the topics, so I need you there to say to the person, hey, talk about this.
You know that is a big red flag on Reddit.
That if I'm doing all the talking.
Someone that goes on a date and does all the talking.
No, but that's because the other person won't do it.
I love it. Dusty, hello.
Oh, hello. How are you?
First of all, Dusty, I just want to say your name is magic.
It's really bogan, actually.
No, it is not. Is it short for Dustin or is it just Dusty?
Yeah, just bogan Justin, so Dustin.
I love it.
Oh, sorry. I was calling you Dusty, like the dust.
No, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'd love. Thank you.
Okay, great. What was your dream?
Mine's not actually just a single dream. Mine's a recurring dream. So
Wow.
I have dreams often, Chrissy, you enter my dreams. We're in the Big Brother house. It's usually just my house. My mum's in the background yelling. And you tell me I'm going to win. And I say, no. And then you say, you're going to win. And it makes me feel so much better about my whole life. You come to me like an angel.
Oh, my God. I love this.
This is so nice.
Is there anything
Yeah,
is there anything that's troubling you at the moment? Like, are you going for a rental property, or you are going to ask someone out, or, you know,
I am single, and then...
Are you going for a promotion maybe?
No, I am single, and, you know, I think the last stream was actually just a couple of months ago. And, you know, when you question yourself, like, am I okay because I'm single, I'm 37, I haven't got anyone? And you know what? Oh, Chrissy Swan says, don't worry, you're going to win.
Dusty, put your listening ears on, because dreams are about to become a reality. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Dusty, you are going to win.
That's exactly what I
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Now, we gave away $1,000 yesterday thanks to Channel 9's The Summit. Will we do it again?
14 Aussies, $1 million. Watch The Summit tonight, 7:30 p.m. on 9 and 9 Now. Chrissy's Base Camp.
Oh, yes. Come in. Take a load off, Beck. Make yourself comfortable at my base camp.
Oh, thanks, Chrissy.
Now, you smell like you haven't had a shower in a long time, Beck. What is the personal mountain that you're climbing at the moment, my love?
Well, I've just started, I haven't actually started, but to study from today, going back to school.
Wow. What are you studying?
Well, I'm going to study project management. I'm doing it online because I work full-time and I'm a mum of 3.
I mean, do you want to just take a rest? Isn't it enough to work full-time and be a mum of 3 without trying to make yourself even better?
I know. I just thought now was the right time, that my kids are a bit older. It's time for me to focus on my career.
Good on you. I tell you what else it is the right time for. It's the right time for us to give you $1,000 thanks to the Summit.
Thank you. Thank you. That's amazing.
Just watch tonight surrounded in all your $50 bills.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I just found myself with them.
Good on you, Beck.
We'll be playing again tomorrow. Register via the Nova Player app if you'd like a crack at $1,000 cash.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Okay, so Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are at it again. They've got a couple of charities. One is the Archwell Foundation.
Strong name.
And the other one is the American Riviera Orchard. I'm going to talk about the names in a second.
Hang on, that second one's on a charity, though.
They can't make any money from it.
Oh, can't they?
I don't think royals can make any money. Yeah.
Right. I just thought it was a merch shop.
Yeah, but it is.
Right.
Like, so far you can get jams and a teapot. And
Yep.
Stupid stuff like that. But I want to talk about the names in a minute.
Okay.
So the Archwell Foundation is banned from raising or spending money after it is deemed delinquent for failing to pay fees and submit records. They launched this charitable foundation 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And then more recently, they've launched American Riviera Orchard. Now, that is the most obnoxious company name I've ever heard of.
I love it. I think it's a good name.
American Riviera Orchard.
They should have just called it Riviera Orchard. That's chic.
Correct.
Okay, but so ditch the American bit, but it's still a good name.
It's not. It is totally ChatGPT.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Secondly, Archwell Foundation with an E in the middle has irritated me since it was registered.
Oh, it's not a spell check on the article. I thought maybe the journoid stuff. Oh my God, no, it's actually spelt with an E.
No, that is how you spell it. ARCHEWELL. And riddle me this. I think that these two spend months boring everybody senseless trying to come up with annoying names.
Just to piss us off.
And then they don't know what to do with it. They're like, oh, we've named it. That's all we have to do. No, you have to run it.
You
have
do.
to run the charity.
And guys, even if you don't want to run it, employ someone to ensure that they are paying the registration fee to have a charity. Like, surely you just at least get your bookie or your accountant to do it.
Correct. I feel like they sign a contract and then they don't do anything. Same with their Netflix deal.
Right? You're mates with Ellen and Portia. Call Ellen. She'll have a guy.
She will have a guy. Speaking of Ellen, we spoke about her earlier, about her new comedy thing. I'm looking forward to that. Let's move on to Taylor Swift, please. She has filed a trademark. Oh, God, this album. You know, I've always said I've only got 3 moods, and they are Folklore, Evermore, and Midnights. I've got a new mood, and it is Tortured Poets.
4 moods.
4 moods
I
now.
feel like, Swanee, like she has done with the Eras tour over in Paris, you can combine Folklore and Evermore now. Even she's done it, mate. Even she's done it. Even she's accepted defeat and realised they both sound exactly the same, and she can put them together.
We spoke about dreams earlier on in the show, and I'm going to have a very bad dream about you tonight that involves punching you in the face. Anyway, she has trademarked Female Rage, the musical.
Ooh.
After debuting it in Paris. She set it on stage and then very quickly trademarked. And of course, I've gone into overdrive thinking about what this could mean.
What's it going to mean?
And I think that, you know, she's had the biggest selling movie, biggest selling concert. I think she is going to write a musical featuring all her songs in the same way that that Mamma Mia has all the ABBA songs and there's a Cat Stevens one and all that. That's what's going to happen.
Smart.
And it will outstrip everything.
It will, Swanee, and also a good sort of venture post the Eras tour, because she'll probably want to take a minute in her New York apartment and chill out. She can have someone else do the tour and keep making bank.
Of course, she can just turn up like Oprah did in her purple dress for the colour purple.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. They'll be calling someone at 5 for 10K a day in May. I'll see you tomorrow, Swanee.
See you, darling.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.